Aloha, this is Sky, the Soulful Progressive with FNN-Feminist News Network, the feminist news that's right for you. Welcome to Sky in the Rainbow Room. Alright, giving you that soulful news you need, yes indeed. And if you haven't liked and subscribed today, please do it the soulful way. Alright, now what do I want to talk to you about today? Israel. And what has the UN done? What has the UN done? They have brought charges against Israel and their army for killing too many young, disabled, and peaceful protesters during the March of Resistance against Palestine. I know that's right. Now, what's going on is that charges have been brought. It was done at the UN. Let's take a look at what Democracy Now! Had filmed about it, and then we'll discuss. All right.
A United Nations inquiry has found Israeli forces may have committed war crimes and crimes against humanity by targeting unarmed children, journalists, and the disabled in Gaza. The report released by the UN Human Rights Council Thursday looked at Israel's bloody response to weekly Great March of Return demonstrations launched by Palestinians in Gaza nearly a year ago, targeting Israel's heavily militarized separation barrier. The report found Israeli forces have killed 183 Palestinians, almost all of them with live ammunition. The dead included 35 children. 23,000 people were injured, including over 6,000 shot by live ammunition. Santiago Canton chaired the UN Commission.
The Commission has found reasonable grounds to believe that Israeli security forces committed serious violations of human rights and international humanitarian law.
And Commission Sarah Hussein described how Israeli forces targeted civilians and journalists in Gaza.
We're saying that they have intentionally shot children, they've intentionally shot people with disabilities, they've intentionally shot journalists, knowing them to be children, people with disabilities and journalists. Some of the children, not all of the children are visibly children perhaps, but many of them are, as Commissioner Murungi just said. The journalists were all marked with press vests that we investigated, and the people with disabilities, as I said, a person, a double amputee in a wheelchair, a person using crutches, they were visibly that. And they're being shot at by snipers who also have spotters available with them, who have very high level technology available to see who's out there in the field.
The UN report called on nations to arrest, quote, persons alleged to have committed or ordered to have committed the international crimes, unquote. Sarah Hussein is a member of the UN Independent Commission that led the Gaza investigation. She's also a barrister practicing in the Supreme Court of Bangladesh. She joins us from Dhaka, Bangladesh.
And accordingly, we've conducted investigations for about 6 months now with trained investigators and a team of experts. I should mention we haven't been given access to Gaza or to Israel, which obviously has hampered us quite considerably. But nevertheless, we have been able to interview witnesses. We have been able to interview many victims as well, some in person and some remotely. We've also been able to gather an extraordinary amount of documentary material, including video and drone footage, social media content, as well as all of the affidavits and other testimonies. So based on that, we've come to our assessment. Well, our investigation is done according to the standard of reasonable grounds to believe. It's not a criminal investigation. We have made some preliminary findings based on the facts as we found them, and applying international human rights law and international humanitarian law where that was relevant, given that we're speaking about the context of an occupation and in the context, in certain contexts, the conduct of hostilities. So we've made these findings, but we believe that these need to be taken further. We've called on Israel itself to conduct investigations. We understand that Israel has opened at least 5 investigations into the incidents that we've found, but we are not clear why it has not opened a larger number of investigations. We think that's the first thing that should happen. We've also asked for the international community to look into this. We're going to present our findings, hand them over to the High Commissioner for Human Rights of the United Nations, and I think then it's for other bodies to take this further.
Wow. This is serious. Now, they were able to get some guys that was old and close to death in South America a couple of years ago. So let's hope that they find who's involved. Now, the Attorney General of Israel has already brought charges of corruption against Netanyahu. And now they can go ahead and prosecute him for causing this apartheid state and destroying people's lands, lives, and livelihoods in a country where the average age is 24. And the average age of those they are killing, 15. Ugliness. They are literally committing genocide and wiping out a whole nation of people to steal their land. Ugliness. Now, Netanyahu's son is up. Okay, so Netanyahu's son is also up on charges. So it seems like it's a family of corruption that's going on. And if you agree with me, leave comments below. And let's hope that in this era of hate, Netanyahu is taken care of and put in his place. And if you agree with that, you can leave comments on that too. Or contact me, still looking for reporters, at FeministNewsN@gmail.com. I got the PayPal me, Feminist News Network. Or get you a Feminism is for Everyone tee. Yes, indeed. Alright. Now, I'm on Patreon. I got the Facebook and the YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe. And I appreciate the ones that do. We're going to now be calling it the News Crew. Alright. Now, I'm still on Twitter as a Soulful Progressive. If you don't see me now, you'll see me later. Don't worry about it. I'll get there. Because I'm a one-woman feminist team. Alright. Now, you want to join that team? Go ahead and contact me. And I want to say, thanks for watching. Thanks for joining. And I appreciate you subscribing. Peace.